So Nick, let's talk a little bit about down payment amounts and common misconceptions about those. It seems like oftentimes people think that you need to have 20% down on a new home. Is that the case?
That is not the case, Max. So there's all types of loan programs out there. Conventional loans, if you're a first-time buyer, 3% down is typical. There's also VA loans, which may not be any down payment requirement at all,
Sure.
which is fantastic. There's also down payment assistance loans. There's a state bond program that allows for basically a credit towards your closing costs that eliminates most of your cash to close. So I've done a few deals in the last year that required just a few $100 or a few $1,000s to get in the door.
Wow, that's really interesting. That sounds fantastic. So oftentimes people will think that if you're not putting 20% down, you're paying PMI. What is that?
PMI, private mortgage insurance. Essentially what that is, so it allows a lender to do the loan at less than 20% down. So really it just protects the lender. It doesn't honestly do anything for the buyer except allow them to get in the door, which is a pretty big thing. So PMI is going to depend on the loan program that we fit you into. And it's also a lot of times, say with conventional loans, it's prorated. So there's one PMI rate at 3% down. It gets a little cheaper at 5% down.
Oh, okay.
It gets a little cheaper, 10% down, 15% down. So just know that, yeah, the closer we get to 20% down, the lower your PMI rate's typically going to be. Another thing that goes into PMI is also credit score. So that's another factor. So it's the loan to value ratio, which is your down payment, and then the credit score. So the lower the credit score, typically, the higher the PMI rate as well.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for explaining that. If I only have 10% down and I'm worried about paying PMI each month, should I wait to buy a house until I hit that 20% savings?
No. You should not. I mean, we're in an increasing rate environment. I would say to anybody, get in the door as soon as you can right now. It's well worth it. You'll pay less in the long run at lower interest rates. So it's worth it to actually pay PMI. The way things have been going, homes have been appreciating pretty quickly. And if, after a year or two, we can relook at the value of your home versus what you owe and actually remove PMI. So with the way things have been going, people are able to remove PMI pretty quickly these days.
Okay, that's good to know. And that's PMI, folks.